In this UTG NFT guide, I give you my simple 7-step breakdown to finding the next potential Mutant Ape Yacht Club. There are billions of dollars flowing into this space and millionaires being made every single day. And we need the edge over everyone else to find some sweet NFT profits. If you want to know the exact step-by-step formula I use for finding profitable NFTs, stick around. Yeah, what is up guys? Tex here with you. Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Cryptopunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club are exploding. I'm sure the people who thought when they minted these at a couple $100 never thought they'd be selling them for millions, tens of millions of dollars just a few short months later. NFTs are exploding and it's just getting started. Like I said, you need the edge over everyone else because you will find similarities in the top NFT projects and similarities in the worst NFT projects. And I'll give you a tip. It's not as hard as what you might think. A little bit of due diligence, common sense, and time will yield you potentially massive profits if you know what you are doing. So like I said, UTG fam, I have got you. I've done the research, I've done my due diligence. I've spent way too much money on shit NFTs and I've spent some money on some good NFTs, and I'm going to break down exactly what I look for in these simple 7 steps. If you want to know more or discuss it with me, hit the links below, jump into the Discord. We've got dedicated channels. It's all free. I share upcoming NFTs, I qualify ones, I record videos on them and show you exactly what I'm looking for in potentially profitable NFT mints. Number 1, go to rarity.tools. Just type in rarity.tools in Google and go to the upcoming tab at the top. We are not interested as one of 3 NFT types of buyers. We've got people who want to get in early on projects, early adopters. We've got people who want to flip NFTs for quick profits, and we've got those who want to hold them for many years to come. Think of people who are buying Cryptopunks. They're not going to want to sell them right now. They want to sell the top of this market and make a few extra $100,000 by holding their positions. So go to upcoming. We are not interested in yesterday's sales. We are not interested in tomorrow's sales. If this is your first NFT, you want to get in on an early project that you have qualified that you think will blow up come public mint. Because as someone who is looking through this regularly, what I want to do is I want to get in on a project that's a few weeks away, and I want to get in as an early adopter so I can get in on what is called the white list. Now, if we're looking through a few things, so we're looking at urban physical art NFTs, for example, I want to get in on the white list so I can get in on the pre-sale. So if they've got 4,000 NFTs to mint in total, they may give away 500 whitelist spots. Now that will often come to people in Discord who are engaged, who are a part of the community, helping others. You will get as one of those 500 people, and you will be given a link to mint before public list. So if you're minting for 0.16 ETH, you could sell on the day of mint for a quick 0.1 ETH profit. Hell yeah, I'll take that for holding for a couple of days, because when you mint an NFT, you will be given a placeholder image, as will everyone, on the day of the public mint, and you will not see what you have minted for 1 to 2 days afterwards. So there's a lot of people who mint on that day and then have weekends, and they will sell for floor price or they will sell below 4 because they're not aware of what the hell that they're doing. If you've gotten in at 0.16, there may be people who are clamoring to get in on that public mint because they were one of 10,000 people that couldn't get in on the 4,000 mint allocation. So there are people there that are waiting who couldn't get in on public mint to buy to give you just about anything that you want to get a hold of that public mint that you have just minted. So if you're in a pre-sale, you could potentially sell that for 0.3, 0.27 ETH and make a quick flip from that. So that's a very good way of looking at upcoming NFT mint, so you can get in, be active, and jump on that whitelist. There is a second website as well called upcomingnft.mint, which is very similar. You go to the event page and go to upcoming, because on the home page, you don't want to look at anything here because these are sponsored posts that everyone is seeing, and then you don't want to see the most popular recently coming or the most recent upcoming event. You want something that's got a little bit of time before things happen. So if we go over to the upcoming tab, what I like about this as opposed to Rarity Tools is that it shows you a little bit more information. It shows you the mint price, the supply, and the Twitter followers, and how many people from this website have liked that. So let's have a look, and we will jump in on this page. Zombinami is what we will look at. I don't know what this is. And when you see, I'll just give you a separate tip. When you see things like Baby Ape or Alien Punk or something Punk, it's being done. Look for something that's new, that's fresh, because everyone's, jumping in on the baby ape, whatever it is. You can pretty much guarantee there's not going to be any longevity in that process. Unless you're buying that on pre-sale and flipping it quickly at public mint, you're probably not going to make money on that. So look for something with a little bit of that's fresh and unique. And the Zombonomi, I'm sure, is probably similar to like the Mutant Ape Yacht Club sort of thing, but let's jump in and have a look based on this information. So the third thing you want to have a look at, in my opinion, is Twitter. So let's just do that. So let's jump in on Twitter and have a look at their page. So they've got 3,208 followers. That's probably in the ballpark of what I want to see in an upcoming project. Now you've got to give them some, give them a little bit of, the benefit of the doubt, because they're still a month away from public mint, meaning they've still got a month to generate hype. But let's have a look at what they're doing a month out, which is pretty soon, to see what they're doing to drive community interest. So 3,208 is pretty much in the ballpark of what I want to see, but we want to go through and we want to have a look at community engagement. We've got 11 people liking that one. We've got 7 people liking that one, 9, and you will find it's pretty much the same copy-paste sort of thing on Twitter, where they're doing, a like and share contest, or a meme contest, or a follow contest. And the average on here is looking at like maybe 10 to 13 likes per post. That's a little concerning to me, because they're also just posting like memes and stuff. I would like to see things where they show potentially information from the roadmap, information from the whitelist, what they are doing for the future of this project to continue generating hype around it, because a lot of people would just do like a merch drop. They might do like a second release where they would, like, say if they're releasing little zombie ghosts like this, it might be zombie bears or zombie bulls. That's not good enough for me. I want to see a project that has an emphasis on community, on gaming, on metaverse, that is constantly evolving and refreshing what they're doing, not just copy pasting everyone else, because there's not going to be any longevity in that project. That's probably something that I would jump in for a quick flip. So 3,208, that's slightly concerning. If I jump in on their Discord as well, let's have a look at what their Discord has yielded. You will go through, you will get a link, verify that, and that will announce it. So it shows you here on the top left-hand side, 10,000, pre-sale 25th of Feb, pre-sale 08F, 26 0.88S. So it goes through. I want to see some, the good official links of everything. I want to see their roadmap, which is so important. Is this company, are they innovating? Are they doing something new? Have they got something where you look at that project and you go, damn, that's a really cool idea? Like, for example, you can see up in the top right-hand corner there, the Weed Gang NFT that I reviewed has a pretty cool ecosystem. Look at Axie Infinity, for example. What they're doing in the NFT gaming space is really impressive, because most projects, like as I said, will just do merch, or they will do something really lame that isn't really giving this like much credibility, in my opinion. So what they're going to do at 100% minted, offer more perks, launch Zombonomi coin, create 3D avatars, and develop a metaverse game. Of all of their things there, that's pretty cool. Would collaborate with Sandbox and establish a metaverse game. The Zombonomi coin is the major means of exchange. The game will the main venue. So spelling mistakes. So are they doing their due diligence as well? The game will the main venue where all zombie or Zombonomi coin holders chill, trade, and do kinds of activities. Have you thought about this? Partnering with other metaverse projects or real-world brands is another huge focus of this phase. Details to be announced. See, if they saw longevity or some credibility in this project, they'd say, this is what we're going to do, this is who we're looking to partner with, this is what's going to happen. Yes, I understand you've got to focus on the upcoming NFT and just getting through mint phase, which can be difficult in itself, depending on what platform you're on. But still, I want to see something where they're going, you know what, we're so behind, this is exactly what we want to see. So if we go through to the general chat, I probably want to see on an established project at least 5 to 10 messages a minute from separate people. And there's some Discords, for example, where they've got slow mode on, which means you can only post every 30 seconds, and the Discord is just like, there's millions of people going on who are just like frantic about everything that's going on, which is kind of what I want to see in a really good Discord. You know, VFriends, for example, is crazy, where you go through and there's just message after message after message after message, and you can go through and look at the times here. In the last, 7 or 8 minutes, there was like 10, 15 messages. So that's kind of what I want to see in a project as well. If we go back to Zombonomi, there's not too much going on here. So if I wanted to give this the benefit of the doubt, I'd keep it in my Discord, and I would just check back intermittently every couple of days, see what the growth is of the channel, and see how things are progressing. So that's one red flag to me so far from Twitter. Second red flag, that there's not too much going on with the roadmap and their whitelist, for example. And 3, I'm a little concerned about the lack of engagement inside the Discord at this point in time. So that was step number 4, was jumping into the Discord and understanding what's going on in that. You want to see those 3-4 main metrics that give you the understanding that this is a project that is looking pretty sound, and there's people behind that are believing in the mission of the founders. Step number 5 is the website. So let's have a look at their website and see if it's quality. So what do you think about this from the initial point here? I look at this and I think it's kind of basic, right? And if I gave you an example of 2 really good websites, one was Crooks, which is an NFT project that dropped today, being the 23rd of January, that has a really impressive website. They go through and they're looking and they're showing you the traits, they're showing you the quality of the art. There's a story behind it, who the person is that created this, some information, all of the people, the roadmap, which I've read this is not super impressive. Information about the mint map, information about the perks. That's a pretty cool website. Weed Gang is a little bit in between, but it gives you a lot of information about what they're doing to it, inside their metaverse or inside their game. Again, right hand side up the top there if you want to know about Weed Gang, a pretty cool NFT drop. They've gone through, there's some pretty quality information, and then I go over to here, which is, it leaves me lacking. I want to see more from this. I want to see something that's really punchy and powerful. But again, if you go to Bored Ape Yacht Club, it's a very basic website as well. So you can't qualify it purely on this, but there's a few things that you want to look for within a good website. And that's 1, the quality of the website. 2, it is the white map. The roadmap and the white paper. And the white paper within that will tell you the future and the goals of the project. So I can't really see a white paper here. 2, the website is a bit average. 3, what I want to see is I want to see founders who have doxed themselves, because that creates massive accountability for those individuals to not ruin their own reputation, or if they're very well known in this space and they do this and they rug, their reputation and their cred in this space is shattered. So that's what I like about Weed Gang, because here these guys have completely doxed themselves. Their full name, companies they are from, who they are, their time in this space. And then on here, I'm just seeing, Edward, Leo Kong, Insulator Weiwei, Windfish, SK. If these people minted this project, made a fortune from it and rugged and then disappeared, we don't know who the hell these people are. There's no accountability. So that's really important for me, that I want to see what these people are about, who they are, and more information about them. So again, I'm a little concerned about this now. We've had a pretty lacking Twitter, we've had a pretty lacking Discord, we've got a pretty lacking website with no white paper information, no real details about their roadmap. Like, yeah, you want to create a 3D avatar, you want to enter the metaverse. Metaverse is a buzzword at the moment, so I could pull an NFT out of my ass and say I want to put a game around it and put it in the metaverse and have no information and sell an NFT. That's not what I want. I want something with credibility that I can sell for huge profits at a later time. So that's step number 5. We've had, as we go through our steps, we have had Rarity Tools, we have had upcomingnft.net, we have had their Twitter, we have had what to look for inside their Discord, we have had what to look for on their website, and next, as I said, is the founders, which is a huge part of that. Like I said, who are the founders of this project? Are they well known in this space? Have they been a part of previous NFT drops that have done exceptionally well? Are they a very popular, well-known figure in the NFT space or the crypto space? Because the more popular the founders are, the more well-known they are, the more credibility they have, and the more drive they have to push people towards a project that's being built on hype. So, you know, what if Crypto Cred came out with an NFT, or if Kobe came out with an NFT, or Arthur Hayes, or, you know, Jack Dorsey came out with an NFT. These are very reputable, well-known people in the space who have a lot of people who do everything that they say, and if they're releasing an NFT, you know that's probably something that you want to be a part of for the credibility element of things like that. And lastly, in my NFT drops, what to look for is the art quality. You know, so when I'm going through and I'm looking at the art quality of something like Crooks, for example, that's pretty cool. The art behind that is pretty cool. You know, it's done, you know, 3D collectibles. It's done by a street artist called Nixon, who is not huge in this space, but he's a well-known street artist. And then I go through and I look at Zombinomi, which is, you know, pretty basic and kind of, what is it about this art that pulls me into it? You know, with Weed Gang, for example, and like Crypto Cannabis Club, you know, we are looking at different types of strains. We are looking at THC quality content. You know, we are looking at the artistry of the website, which is pretty impressive as well. You know, we are looking at what they have done in this space, or is this a type of project that really appeals to me? You know, if we're looking at art blocks or Mutant Ape Yacht Club, for example, you know, and then we've had some really big ones like Crypto Kitties or Cool Cats, which is a little bit sort of different as well. Super Rares are huge at the moment as well. Pudgy Penguins, you know, they all kind of have something that is unique. You know, this zombie element was very unique to that. Super Rares are very different as well. If we look at some more ones as well, Pudgy Penguins, they were cute, but they were sort of the first penguin style theme NFT as well, that had the unique traits. That was, you know, something a little bit sort of different. But now if a Pudgy Penguin type of character was done, or a mutant ape sort of thing was done, it's done. I really want to see a project that has some very unique art, or something that's different that hasn't been seen before. People look at this and go, damn, that's pretty cool. Like that's a pretty cool little thing, like the Weed Gang thing, for example. You know, so looking at Zombinomi, it doesn't float my boat. So if I looked at that and I qualified it based on that, I would not go anywhere near that, to be honest, unless there was something really special that came up from a project within that project that I looked at that and went, wow, that's pretty impressive. So, you know, as you went through, you could go through and you could look at upcoming NFT arts. You know, that's a little bit different. Eyes of Fashion is quite unique. You know, again, like a Punk's thing, it's done. Punk Apes has been done. Primate Legends is a little bit sort of boring. You know, maybe Urban Desi Women as well. That's unique because it appeals to women as well, who we know are very limited in this space. The Abominable Bunch. You know, when you see, you know, this is quite different. The 3D Rebel, Anti-Ape Association, Darkest Heroes. You know, so when you see so many NFTs that show this is quite cool, weird metacology, that shows so many similar types to things that have been done before. You've really got to scour through and separate the junk from the gems, really. And you can do that through your own due diligence. If you're someone who's looking for a quick flip, which I will release a video on in coming time, then maybe you are wanting to jump on something that has a trend, whether it be an ape or an alien or something that is not going to be worth it as much in 2-3 years from now, but could be worth for an ETH flip or a couple of ETH flip or a few $100 sort of flip. So I really hope that helped you get you to where you need to be on your initial step into this NFT journey. As I said, you really want to go through, look at Twitter, look at Discord, look at the quality of the art, look at how they're planning to launch their mint, to jump on that whitelist if you see credibility in what they are doing as well, and get yourself ahead of everyone else by following these steps and doing your due diligence. And of course, by following the right people on Twitter, because if you do jump on Twitter and you look at what people are posting, they're putting their reputation on the line, they're putting their own ass on the line to say, hey, this is something that is worth following. In my opinion, I'm going to jump in on this. So I really hope that helped you. Please leave your thoughts and comments below. It's not hard, but it definitely takes a little bit of time to get into the rhythm of understanding what to look for in this crazy space, because it is the wild west and it is just getting started, and there is some serious money to be made. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit that subscribe button, leave your comments below and a like for the YouTube algos, and I'll see you in the next NFT UTG video. Thanks for sticking around. See you soon.